Today's video is brought to you by Honey and DoorDash.
It appears I thought you said floral Friday.
Yeah, it was formal Friday.
Well, that explains that.
Hey, brother! And welcome everyone to another edition of Jay vs. Ben, where today we take on the hardest Harry Potter portraits quiz.
Wait, I thought we had to draw the answers. It's about the portraits themselves?
It's about the portraits. Yeah, we're not like draw. It's not like, do a portrait of Ron.
Man, I don't know anything about today. Here we go. Hey, brother! Guys, before we dive on in, there is a really cool event that we want to tell you about and possibly have you participate in. In the past, we have actually run Spartan races out there in the real world with some SCB fans, but unfortunately due to COVID, we can't do that this year. So we are partnering with the Harry Potter Alliance to do a virtual 10K.
Yes, it's going to be happening on August 28th, and this is what's going to be called a run and read 10K, meaning that you can either physically go outside and run or walk the 10K, or you can read for 10,000 seconds, which is just under 3 hours.
We're going to be kicking off the day with a live stream to get everybody started, and then going out and doing the thing ourselves, coming back and closing out with another live stream for the medal ceremony.
Right, and you can sign up right now and actually go ahead and order your medal if you want over at SuperCarlinBrothers.store. And I mean, look how cool the medals are.
Super awesome. And also actually, this is a fundraising event with all of the proceeds from the event going to the Harry Potter Alliance.
Right, we will tell you all about those guys next month, but we wanted to tell you about the event early because we understand you might need some time to train. So we've actually gone and found a 13-week couch to 10K program if you are interested in doing that and getting in shape to do this.
Jay and I are both going to be training and participating in the 10K ourselves, along with all of the other members here at SCB HQ.
Yes, if you want to train along with us, you can share your updates on social media with the hashtag SCB10K.
In case you guys are new to the Jay versus Ben format, this is how it is going to work. Our younger brother Tyler is on the other end of the camera. He's waving, but you can't see him. He's going to be reading us today's 10 regular questions plus 4 additional Quizmaster questions from our patrons over on Patreon.
And Ben and I will have to answer the questions entirely from memory, but if we both have just completely no idea, we can agree to hear the multiple choice.
Without fail, I say remembery in my head every single time.
Remembery?
From remembery.
You gotta remember it from remembery.
Yeah, like an anemone.
Exactly, or remember-all-y.
Yeah, a whole bunch of words that sound similar.
Question 1. The fat lady is the guardian to the entrance of which house common room?
Despite the ease of this question, it makes me nervous because when they start with the real softballs,
it means that the hard balls are coming in quick.
Exactly, yeah.
The even curve balls.
Anyway,
oh, sorry.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Yeah. Gryffindor.
What happens if we ever go 14 for 14? Like we both get all answers correct.
Ben,
there needs to be a special prize.
There does need to be a special prize. We need something to work for.
Like an entire Duck in a Cup montage video.
Ooh, yeah. If we ever go 14 for 4, 100 out of 100 for both of us. 100%.
Then we do a Duck in a Cup montage video.
Okay.
To music.
Yeah.
With like a custom written song.
Ooh, custom written.
Like, Duck in a Cup! Nice, we gotta work on that. What do you got?
Ooh.
Sorry, I put you right on the spot.
You did.
Oh, okay. Well, we can work on it later.
Oh, okay.
If the moment strikes you at any point in today's video, feel free to go right ahead.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question 2. Sir Cadogan was a knight for which legendary king?
I got it.
I don't.
You don't have it?
Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
King Arthur.
Ah, King Arthur.
How many legendary kings do you know of?
Yeah. I put Edward.
Ah, King Edward.
Real Narnian take there, Benjam. King Arthur is correct.
That's Edmund.
And now for our first Patreon Quizmaster question of the game. To get your question in the quiz or to vote on questions for the quizzes, go to patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers and select the Quizmaster tier. This question was submitted by Luke Gibson and selected by patrons. When Phineas Nigellus expressed his unwillingness to warn Sirius of Harry and the Weasleys' impending arrival at Grimmauld Place, which other former headmaster's portrait backed up Dumbledore by saying, Insubordination, sir? Dereliction of duty?
Great voices.
that was
Insubordination. Dereliction of duty.
I mean, I'm just gonna write this down.
I'm gonna write this down, unless I can think of something else.
Do you think it has to be the case that most headmasters like die in office, or like could you just be like, I'm gonna go, see the world via the Disney Cruise Line for a little while, but they still like put a portrait up, or does the portrait not go up until he's died?
Interesting. I would assume the portrait goes up after your death.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. If you just like retire from headmaster, do you immediately get the portrait up? That's a good question. I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, I have an answer though.
I guess so.
3, 2, 1.
I said Armando Dippet.
I said the same thing.
Ooh, Armando Dippet was a multiple choice answer, but is incorrect. It was Dexter Fortescue.
Dexter Fortescue.
Question 3. Former headmistress Dilys Derwent had 2 portraits. One was in the head teacher's office at Hogwarts, but where was the other?
I'm
pretty sure this is right.
Okay, I have a guess that feels like it could be close. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
St. Mungo's.
St. Mungo's is what I said too.
St. Mungo's is correct!
Yes! I was like, part of me was worried that it was the ministry, and she was the one who like went to check on Arthur. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's St. Mungo's.
Question 4. Which of these portraits had the reputation for being the most loathed Hogwarts head teacher? A. Phineas Nigellus Black. B. Armando Dippet. C. Severus Snape. Or D. Professor Everard.
Yeah, I have an answer.
Me too.
Okay, you ready?
It seems okay.
3, 2, 1.
I put Snape.
I put Phineas Nigellus
I
Black.
know, like, the word reputation makes me think like it's lasted a long time. But like, while Snape is in office, he's pretty loathed.
Well, that is true. But he also goes on to like be, well...
I know, like after the fact, yes, but it's a question of what do you mean by reputation?
Like
During or...
Do you mean in 1998? Because then it's Snape.
Yeah. I don't feel like they say Phineas was like loathed a lot.
Do they?
I don't know. What's
The answer is Phineas Nigellus Black.
Butts.
Huzzah!
Man, that just feels like a trick question.
I feel like
Obviously,
there's
you're
probably
right.
direct context clues.
I'm
Like
sure there
Sirius
is.
is like, oh, that's my something. Phineas Nigellus Black. He has a reputation for being the worst headmaster at Hogwarts.
That sounds more like who would have said this is Sirius, not like
Sirius, who, would have
Not
been a great candidate
Dumbledore.
for Hufflepuff House.
Indeed.
And now for the second Patreon Quizmaster question of the game. This question was submitted by many people, including Emily West, Keely Ray, Sammy Ray, Roro, and Jared R. And it was selected by patrons. Question. In Order of the Phoenix, who are the 3 portraits Dumbledore wakes up when Harry tells him of Arthur being attacked?
If this is one where if we had the quiz, I would be able to look at the person's name who we just said was at St. Mungo's.
Yeah. Like I just said it.
What was it? Okay.
Okay.
I don't feel good about it, but
All right.
here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I said Phineas Nigellus, Dilys Derwent, and Fortescue.
I've got Sir Cadogan at the end. Because I didn't know if it was like can you go alert the fat lady to wake up the Weasleys or something.
Oh.
But that probably wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're doing partial credit or not, but the correct answer is Phineas Nigellus, Dilys Derwent, and Professor Everard.
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 No, well, I don't know.
I got 2 out of 3.
I got 2 out of 3 as well, so
Well, I guess the partial credit doesn't matter then.
it doesn't really matter.
I think give us each 0.66 points.
There you go.
Because that'll make it look weird.
It will bother everyone. Like, why?
Why the partial?
Question 5. In The Cursed Child, how did the portrait of Dumbledore describe himself?
What? This is. I feel like I'm grasping here, but I think I got the gist of it.
This doesn't really make sense, but it's the only thing that you can remotely comes to mind. 3, 2, 1.
I'm just painting canvas.
Oh. I said, I hope I was a good teacher. Which is kind of like something he says in King's Cross.
Right.
Trying to think if there would be a reason why that would have come up again.
You're close, Jay, but I can't even give you partial credit because, well, no. Here's why. The correct answer is, I am paint and memory, and canvas is not memory. If it was similar, I would give it to you.
Paint and memory.
Yeah.
I had the gist of it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
So do you think that
the gist.
do you think
Yeah.
that all of Dumbledore's like pensives, like all of the various vials that he has with all of his different memories, are part of the ink that they use
Like watercolors?
in the creation of the painting?
I don't think so. The way it's done is that the portrait is painted ahead of time, and then the living person coaches the painting how to be themselves.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, probably similar things does it know, because it came from Dumbledore's thoughts anyway.
I got
But I
you.
don't think they like dumped his thoughts from the pensive into the painting.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I like my explanation better. It's more whimsical.
That does sound like Dumbledore.
Ayo! We're halfway. And you know what that means. You know what it means. You know what it means.
Oh,
How
boy.
you do a...
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hang on. I did a cursive, but I didn't know how to do a cursive capital. But anyway,
Okay.
I'll see you in a little bit.
All right. Have fun.
Welcome to the Scenic Route. And with that out of the way, I'm going to tell you about today's sponsor, Honey. And get out of the sun because it is so hot out here. Oh my goodness, great. Okay, but Honey, we all shop online, right? And we get to that checkout process where it's that little tiny box that says promo code, and you're just like, I don't have one, but this means there probably are savings that are available, but now it just kind of feels like a quiz and I don't know the answer. And let me be clear, I hate quizzes, which is why I love Honey, because they just automatically scour the entire internet for all of the available promo codes that might work and save me money. One thing I do like to do when shopping online is buy clothes for my wife, Alice, but I am not very good at it, so I just typically buy a variety of things, hoping several stabs in the dark might yield a potential winner, and saving $10 to $15 means I get an extra stab. Do you have any idea how much that helps me? The answer to that question is a lot. So if you don't already have Honey, you could literally be missing out on free savings. And it's free and downloads in just a matter of seconds. And by getting it, you're doing yourself a solid and supporting this show in the process. I would never recommend something that I don't personally use. So if you would like to check it out, you can do so by going to joinhoney.com/J versus B. Again, that is going to be joinhoney.com/J versus B. It is free and installs in just a few seconds. Link is in the description down below.
Oh, is it my turn? Excellent news, because I am so excited to tell you about today's sponsor, DoorDash, because I don't know how closely you pay attention on this channel, but we recently learned we can order entire cakes, which is exactly what I'm about to do. It's on its way. But while we wait, let's get ready. And some whimsy. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. Now we're perfect, and I think, yes, I believe the cake is here. Where is my floor? This is what DoorDash does. They connect you right now with restaurants and/or bakeries you love and deliver them directly to your door or scenic table. Here it comes. Man, it's so good. This place is amazing. Ordering is so easy. You just open the app, choose what you want, and they'll deliver it right to your door with their contactless delivery system. And then you, like me, can eat cake. And more importantly, not tell Ben. Plus, for a limited time, our viewers can get 25% off their first order of $15 or more. Just download the app and enter code JVerseB2021. You'll also get 0 delivery fees. That is 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees when you download DoorDash and enter code JVerseB2021. I'm gonna take another bite real quick. Don't forget that is code JVerseB2021 for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Link is in the description down below. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to finish most of this cake.
And I am... You got cake again.
What?
I can smell it.
What?
I can actually see it. It's right there. We work in the same office, dude.
That's not good.
You watch me walk around and everything. I'm just like right over there.
Question 6. What is the name of the portrait who is friends with the fat lady?
Oh, got this one. Maybe I can claw my way back into a tie here.
Oh, who is it?
Aren't you ahead, Jay? No, you're not.
They like get drunk together, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like paintings do.
Like paintings do.
What if you were just like painted drunk? Then you sort of like always just be like,
Just permanently drunk.
Perma.
Yeah, that seems
yeah.
like it would be very frustrating at some
Does
point.
seem. You just got to deep dive, man. You got to like climb those steps to the high dive, walk to the end, be like cannonball, and then just like deep, like real. But don't actually cannonball because that won't take you deep. You need to like swan dive.
Do you think that my brain desk is underneath the water, so I have to jump off of the diving
Maybe
board?
it's like on a little island. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to like dive into the memory that's just like water.
I got you.
Maybe that's why it's a slow delivery system. It's like I gotta find the resistance. Gotta get through the water.
It's a real mess up there. I don't know.
Like when you skip rocks, it's just like it's down there somewhere. You give me an oxygen tank and some fins, I'll find it. I'll get it.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Violet.
I said Fran.
Fran.
You never know.
Good drinking buddy.
Fran!
Hanging up with Fran.
The correct answer is Violet.
It is Violet.
Nice.
Well done. Very
you.
well done. That was good.
This third Patreon quiz master question was submitted by Ben Henderson. Ben Henderson. And selected by patrons. What does the portrait of Vindictus Viridian conceal?
This man. Come on now. Here we go.
All right, ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1.
I said torture chambers.
I said the Hufflepuff common room.
Okay, Vindictus Viridian sounds like
Menacing, vindictive.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, it sounds vindictive. And Filch is always talking about how they used to hang people from their thumbs and stuff. It's like they must have the material somewhere.
That is true.
Right? Anyway.
Well, the correct answer is the Rooms of Rewards.
So not
Not
a torture chamber.
Vindictus Viridian was the name of a wizard, and it translates to Green Revenge.
Rewards. I don't have any idea where that is sourced from.
Yeah, me either. That is.
Question 7. Where would you find the portrait of a mermaid?
Well.
Okay.
It turns out it did come in handy, Ben.
It did. 3, 2, 1.
The prefect's bathroom.
The prefect's bathroom.
Prefect's bathroom.
I read
Is
this-
correct.
I read this
Yeah.
perfects for like the first 8 years being a fan of this series.
Right?
The perfects.
Question 8. In the books, what color is the fat lady's dress?
Maybe? I don't know. 3, 2, 1.
Pink?
Pink.
Pink indeed.
Yeah!
Mine was in cursive and I used the heart for the dot.
Wow, I was wondering what was taking you so long.
And now for the final quiz master question of the game. This question also submitted by Luke Gibson and was selected by patrons. What spell did Hermione use to conjure a blindfold on the portrait of Phineas Nigellus Black so he wouldn't know where they were hiding?
Ooh.
Good question.
Ooh. Is there multiple choice?
There is.
Okay.
I feel like there's a chance I would know it with multiple choice.
Is it A, Oscausi, B, Obscuro, C, Orbis, or D, Obliviate?
Okay, I have an answer.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
B.
B.
B is correct.
I was gonna wrote Obscurus is what came to mind. I was like, no, that's what
Oh.
credence is. That probably isn't a spell.
Question 9. Which Hogwarts head teacher was seen as illegitimate and never had a portrait?
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Umbridge.
Oh, wow. I don't have it. I said Snape. I was like, I think he does have one.
Yeah, I think Snape has one.
Umbridge is correct.
Boom.
Snape is referenced in the epilogue as one of Hogwarts' greatest headmasters, right?
Well, not as one of his greatest, but you were named after two Hogwarts headmasters, and one of them was the
bravest man I ever knew. I thought she was like the Grand Inquisitor.
I mean, she becomes head Inquisitor first,
Oh.
and they eventually get rid of Dumbledore, and I think she gets the position, but the school itself doesn't recognize her and won't let her into the headmaster's office and stuff.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, that's good.
Agreed. Dumbridge.
Well said.
The 10th and final question. I have no idea who's in the lead. What animal is featured in Sir Cadogan's portrait?
Oh, how specific do we have to be?
I need the name of the type of animal. I don't need the animal's name.
I feel like I don't know it, but
Yes, you do.
3, 2, 1.
Pony.
I said a horse.
It is a pony.
But boom.
I cannot take horse. Horse is a different multiple choice answer.
Okay. All right.
I think J won.
I think J won.
I think so. I think J won. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We did it, J fan. We did it.
You're back on top.
Woo! We had to come back. We lost last time. It was rough. We've all been down deep in the trenches. But now we're up. We're good.
Did you like how I decorated the trenches?
There were a lot of portraits.
I call it my Ben space. Trenches is fine, but we took a vote and said Ben space.
Who did you vote with?
Well, it was just me.
Oh, okay.
A majority rules.
Yeah, there was a meeting.
Yeah.
I made a motion. I passed it. It happened.
Democracy. And now we want to give a special thank you to these patrons who support us over on Patreon.
Yes, special thank you to everyone, especially everyone who submitted and voted on the questions that appeared in today's quiz. As ever, they were just way better than the ones in the actual quiz.
Oh, absolutely.
Not
Yeah,
even
there's
close.
no two ways about it. Everybody in the Patreon community knows how to ask the hard-hitting questions.
That they do. We are good at trivia over here in the SCB community, and you guys are probably the best. Better than us, I dare say.
Definitely better. I think if it was me and you versus them, they would win.
Yes, that's why we host the shows, because we don't want to play against you guys. That's being ridiculous. You know what I mean? Okay.
Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate your support. If you would like to check it out yourself, you can do so at patreon.com/SuperCarlinBrothers. Well, I lost again, guys.
I won.
How'd you guys do? Let us know in the towel section down below.
And as always, thank you for liking this video, and make sure you subscribe in case you aren't already so you don't miss any future Jay versus Ben's. If you want to see why Sirius is a Hufflepuff, you can check out this video right here. Or if you'd like to hear more of Tyler's voice, you can check out his podcast, Bacon and Eggs, by clicking right here. But until next time, bye!